Very well. Good afternoon, my dear students. I Mrs. Janvi Banerjee, chemistry teacher of DAV Public School, Sector 6. This is the second video on the chapter Surface Chemistry. In the first video, I have discussed the definition of adsorption, few terms definition like as desorption, adsorbate, adsorbent, absorption, absorption. This few definition I have discussed. I think students, you have completed your notes, you have learned all the definition and the basic concept on the chapter Surface Chemistry. Why we will study this chapter also I have discussed in the first video. Contents of the chapter also I have discussed. Now, today, very important topic, mechanism of adsorption. Mechanism of adsorption. When I discussed definition of adsorption, I want to recall it, the phenomenon where adsorbate, adsorb in the surface of adsorbent is known as the adsorption. Now, also I have explained that is the why adsorbate, adsorb on the surface of adsorbent. I discussed there the particle on the surface of the adsorbent always possesses the attractive force because it experiences an unbalanced force. In the first video I have explained, and this attractive force is responsible for attracting the adsorbate on the surface of the adsorbent. Now, thermodynamic mechanism. Mechanism here will be the thermodynamic mechanism. Thermodynamic mechanism. Thermodynamic mechanism means, if you write here, thermodynamic. Thermodynamic mechanism, that is adsorptions, I have to explain now. I told you that is when the water vapor adsorbed on the surface of silica gel. Water vapor means in the vapor state, gaseous state. So, in the process of adsorption, there is the entropy decrease. First point I have written here, adsorption is spontaneous process. One term I have used here, spontaneous process. Spontaneous process, you know that, depends upon the del G value, that is change of Gibbs free energy. If I explain on the basis of thermodynamics, what is spontaneous process? The process when del G, that is changes of the Gibbs free energy is negative, then the process is the spontaneous. Del G equal to 0, it is the equilibrium process. Del G is positive, then it is non-spontaneous process. I discussed in standard 11 also, students. I am sure everybody knows. So first of all, adsorption is the spontaneous process. Del G I have to prove that is negative in this case. Second is, in this process, entropy. What is entropy? Entropy is the disorderliness of the system. In the gaseous state, the more entropy, that is entropy is maximum because randomness is maximum in the state of gaseous substance and minimum randomness is in the solid state. The minimum entropy will be in the solid state, medium entropy will be in the liquid state and maximum entropy will be in the gaseous state. But when gaseous substance adsorbs on the surface of the solid, then what is happening here? There is randomness decreasing of the adsorbate. So, the entropy is decreasing in this process. Next is, an equilibrium is attained during the adsorption. An equilibrium is also attained in this process. Adsorption is the exothermic process. What is the meaning of exothermic? Exothermic process means that is the process where heat is released, that is del G equal to negative. del G equal to negative in this process. Del H is negative. What is exothermic process? Exothermic process means del H is negative. What is del H? What is del H? Change of enthalpy. Change of enthalpy. What is del H? That is change of enthalpy. So in this process, del H is negative because it is the exothermic process. Entropy is decreasing, so del S is negative. Del H is negative. Del H is negative. Del S is negative. But minus T del S equal to minus into minus equal to plus. So minus T del S equal to positive. Minus T del S equal to positive. As absolute value of del H is greater than T del S. Absolute value of del H is greater than T del S. According to thermodynamics, we have derived the formula del G equal to del H minus T del S. This is the Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. In chapter Thermodynamics Standard 11, we have learned this formula del G equal to change of Gibbs free energy. What is Gibbs free energy? Gibbs free energy, what is? It is the maximum work done by any system. And G equal to del G equal to minus W max. Minus W max, maximum work done by the system. That is del G. Del G equal to Gibbs free energy change. Del H equal to change of the enthalpy. Del S equal to change of entropy. Now, in the process of adsorption, what is happening here? Del S become negative, so minus T del S become positive, and del H value is highly negative value. Del H is highly negative. So, del G equal to minus value will get in the process of adsorption, that is del G equal to negative at a given temperature and pressure. That's why the process is the spontaneous process. The process is the spontaneous process. This is very, very important things in the exam. Which type question will come from the topic mechanism of adsorption? Students, this is very important. Theoretical mechanism. In the first video, I have explained that is the unbalanced force acting on the particle of the surface of the adsorbent. And this